Welcome back to some Beacon Pines. I'm Dear Darling, and through the secrets we find, let's weave together a story of fate. Where last time, it's been like almost a month, I think probably more than a month since I played this game, so I don't really remember what's going on. I got a quick refresher because I just had to play through the cutscene we just played through again. As I understand it, we're going to go say hi to Rolo with our new friend, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Luka, gentle at
they
first.
exist. Oh god, what is your name? I should really remember your name, but I guess we'll probably be just about to be introduced to you anyway. So let's see if I can remember their voices or not. It's about time, something like that. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Oh, Beck, that's it. Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Is that right? I can't. Luka. Is your name's Luka, right? Welcome to Mission Control.
Luka waggled his head with pride.
I think that's your voice, I can't remember. You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luka. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Okay, so you made something which made... Okay, you pulled up a ladder. Is that what the safety measure is? I mean, that's a good safety measure. Most people probably couldn't be bothered to climb the entire tree, I suppose. Oh, it's so cute. Nice improvements, actually. Maybe. Oh, you have a klaxon siren. A bullseye, okay. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. That's a fancy one. We've dressed up as our grandma. I can't even imagine where we would begin to use that. Oh, I see. So we had to chuck some rubbish at this and just seeing if there's anything else to interact with. I guess not. It seems like a vulnerability if it's as easy as that, though. I say, missing. What was that? Oh, it's to pick up the junk again. Is that enough? Do we have to hit like multiple targets? We do have to hit multiple targets. Okay, hold on. Let's not litter. Let's use the same one. I feel like running up to melee range is kind of defeating the purpose. Oh my god, it's moving. But, you know, it's quite hard to miss when it's directly in front of you. We did it? Cool. Not everyone's going to have that sort of aim. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Well, I mean, it seems like we're off to a roaring start, to be honest, in the friendship games. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative. I'll give you that. Luka, are we sure we can trust a new recruit? I'll vouch for it. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luka, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luka sucked in a long breath.
Excuse me. So, like I said, there was someone there. What are they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When a man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. And it could have been a woman. Wait, hold on. Which timeline are we in where we discovered our grandma donned the hazmat suit? Not this timeline. That was the Frozen timeline, wasn't it? The time, not this. This is the alternative path to this one, where we and Rolo stopped being friends for a little bit. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang, that's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Oh, okay, no, it was this timeline. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Heiress Valentine meeting with Gran. Did this happen as well in the other timeline? I don't remember when things got froze over, and I theorized that it was Gran who was just like, we're going to freeze everything over and basically hard reset this town or something. Wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Laura let out a low whistle.
I can't whistle that low. And they went for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So, let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to heiress Valentine. Yeah, pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Luka shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude, aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. I'm glad that they didn't go for the trope there. We're like, oh no, our Gran's behind it. You know, Luka's astute enough to realise that's not the case. Maybe. Your Gran's weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. Oh yeah, and the jam is definitely has resistance messages coded into the jam or something, right? What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. Oh my god, our Gran isn't our Gran. I didn't even think of that. I guess we do look incredibly different, but, you know, genetics. She's like a completely different type of deer, isn't she? Maybe we're not even a deer. It's been years since I've seen her. Okay, maybe not. Luka, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your Gran is on the up and up? I don't even know what that means.
Out the window.
I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. I mean, to be fair, wasn't it kind of like before she showed up? She's kind of showed up in response to this. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luka, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm thinking about what you might bury. Would you dig up a pumpkin seed? I mean, I guess if you wanted to plant it in your garden, but I feel like the pumpkin itself, once it grows, is kind of a bigger reward. Obviously, burying the dead, probably not really worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran is really hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I love Bextor's smile there, coy smile. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Interesting. End of a chapter, or is it?
6.
Okay.
Secret lair.
Secret lair.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luka walked home slowly under the pale starlight.
Oh, still same
Cautious to
night.
avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
I didn't expect that.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed.
I mean, we might have a dream
Wondering what he
sequence.
might discover the next day.
Oh no, this is us waking up in the morning, probably. Oh. What time is it? Different t-shirt on as well. Never mind. It's summer. I cannot believe you're wearing a jumper over your t-shirt. That is insanity. How hot are you? Still try these doors? No. One day we'll be allowed in those doors. Probably, because I mean, it'd be quite a surprise if we were never allowed there. Because why would we have that corridor section? Okay, so our grandma's not even here. It's probably Rolo and Co, I say. Rolo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head? Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. Coast is clear? Yeah, whatever she's been up... I can't speak, I can't read. Yep, oh, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luka and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
Alright, Detective Rollo. If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? I don't think I said that with right accent. Darkest secrets. I also think we need someone like on the lookout, you know? Excuse me, a little pause, but I think we need someone on the lookout in case Gran, you know, turns up. I don't think we want her to know that we know about whatever she's hiding. At least not yet. Until we know exactly what she's hiding, I suppose, in the first place. Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
I feel like cabinet's a pretty standard place to keep things. I think what we need to do is we need to check her jam jars or whatever. I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe it's just what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Alright, I guess. I like her music way. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. In summer? Wait, did we say that this area is in like an alpine region, so it's kind of cold or something? No, wait, it was a farming region. Well, why would you light a fire? Drat, I may have already been too late. Just think of a mound of document lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luka, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So, maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. That was literally what I was about to say. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes? Who has ever thought, I'm gonna take this important thing and hug it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe, something out of the ordinary. Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach a latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luka's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
We're gonna stand on each other's heads or something? Well, maybe not all of us on each other's heads, but... Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. I guess because he's the tallest. Ah, yes. You've caught upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luka scrambled up Rollo's back.
Okay, I guess that works too.
Hey, this is my idea of detective work.
Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on.
This is beneath my standing.
Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch.
Man, you're gonna break something. She's gonna find out. It's gonna be terrible. Hold on, you read it out for me. I've got.
A perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them.
I feel like you could see that
Their eyes
through
searched for anything amiss.
the glass doors anyway.
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Too impeccable. Well, that's an anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey. Let me just yank on this random teacup end.
Beck pulled on one of the teacups.
Come on.
It slashed forward with a hollow click.
Ooh.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Entire hutch. Oh, that entire thing is called a hutch. Seems like your Gran's been doing some remodeling.
Dude, only two type of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes.
So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Well, we do know the people that the evil corp are trapping are underground somewhere. This looks like detective stuff. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good.
We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. I don't know what the last thing to interact with is, but
What do we have here?
barrels marked caution, explosive. Oh, is she going to do some sort of gunpowder plot? And jam jars? So, okay, hold on. The jam which she's giving to her revolutionaries are explosives. Is that a fireworks display? During a festival? I can't remember. I'm trying to think, because what are they going to blow up? I guess the factory. Then why did a wave of cold freeze us in that other timeline? I guess it blowing up unleashed a wave of cold or something? That's enough jam to feed the whole town.
What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making?
Why is that a charm? She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right?
Only one way to find out.
Rolo casually spun open a lid and dipped his
Don't,
finger in the jam.
Rolo.
He
Huckleberries,
smacked his lips.
a hint of brown sugar, and ink?
How do you know what ink tastes like? What?
Rolo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of
Okay,
paper.
but that's what we expected, is there were messages in the jam.
Aha!
Rolo offered the slimy note to Luka and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli.
A grand jam gram?
What a pun. How do you even think about on the fly? It says, last night I used a disguise Eris provided to scout their location. Ah, so she's going to plan to double cross the Eris, which is why she did that whole thing, right? Or maybe not. Hold on, wait. Whose side is she on? Whose side do we think she's on? Wait, the Eris, the Valentine family were the predecessors to the new factory people who I can't remember what they're called. And they hate each other. So why would Gran be on the Eris' side necessarily? I guess for a lesser evil or whatever? Enemy of my enemy is my friend? The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go.
Oh man, are they doing a heist?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. I'm surprised they didn't encode their messages as well. Like, if anyone else just like found out randomly, they're gonna... The jig is up, isn't it? So, more bombshell than a bomb, am I right?
You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm a bad joke guy around here.
Okay, so I mean, the bomb part is a bit surprising, but the message part is super not surprising. What's this for? I don't even know what they say about this to beat people up. I bet we're gonna get a charm for like Moxie or something by doing this. Hold on, should we see how fast I can mash this? Are you ready? Mario Party minigames, activate! Nope, I accidentally exited out of it. Or maybe I meant to do it with a pattern. Isn't this how you meant to do like speedboxing? Okay, I don't know. That one seems like it's going to be important. Well, I don't know. I bet we probably can't go forward until we see all of them.
Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet.
How many keys she got?
At a bulging folder labeled Walter.
Walter?
For a long moment,
Is that our father?
he just stared at it.
What you got there?
It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luka nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rolo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
Just looking at the images? How about you actually read some of it?
One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle.
What?
You skip straight to the middle of a cheeseburger? That's where all the meaty bits live. You should just order a steak.
Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of such preeminent scholar and dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed holding up a monocle.
Holding up them? Okay, fair enough.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby.
We got to cut this episode off here. You know, this is definitely going to take way too long, I suppose. But I'm going to have to leave you in suspense of what is going on. You know, we knew our gran was certainly up to something. I don't think she's against us at the moment. I think she's very much working in cahoots with Valentine as an enemy of an enemy, as a friend. We're going to take down the... I can't remember what they're called. The harvest people. The good harvest people? I don't even know. But I'm interested to see where it goes, you know. As Luka says, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions yet. We've got to see the whole story, I suppose, before we can paint the picture. But for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Beacon Pines and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.